Hey, kindness starts here. This your girl Quill, the one that keeps it real with that chill. Give you a thrill that is beauty filled to look that can kill. Hey, welcome back to God's Kingdom of Tarot Show. Tarot Show. You better act like you know. Okay, Mother Father God in the house. Okay, I wanted to show y'all these cards. I shuffle all my decks after I use them or before I use them again. And after I came up with the title, I started shuffling this deck, and it came out with Mithras, sacrifice, and then Prometheus, altruism. And I wanted to show you guys the picture of altruism because basically that's what I even thought of altruism as. You make people see a mirror in front of them. It's like in my mirror, isn't nothing in back of me. Couldn't even be any clearer. You were right here all along. Justin Timberlake mirrors, okay? You are the love of my life. You are the love of my life. You are the love of my life. Ooh. Okay, so, and then Mithras is this one. And he's giving me like Knight of Swords energy, shield energy, protector energy, but sacrifice, and I think of my Knight of Swords as Jesus. Jesus was the sacrifice. Jesus was the lamb. Okay. And then when I saw this, I believe that somebody was, it was giving me two things. They missed or my 3 times, or something happened 3 times. And then, or Myra, someone's name could be Myra as well, but is Myra's, or someone is saying like it's a myth of Ra. And I did a reading that said Ra means war. And I was talking a lot about Israel or something like that, like Israel real. That's what you could break it down to. Israel real? Is Jesus real? Is God real? And stuff like that. And it's giving me, it's like, it's no myth, okay? Or believe the myths, okay? Believe the myths. Or they did it, they missed 3 times, okay? This is the third time. This is the third time I let them get away with it. Shout out to the 15 people up in here. Thank y'all so much for y'all time today. But yeah, before I even came up with, after I came up with the title and I shuffled the deck, this card came out, which is what we're talking about. We can make them see. We brought them to see. But we can't wait for them to see. We brought them in an area where it was all laid out for them. But we can't force them to see the value in that area. Yeah, so that could be significant for somebody. Here you go, King Teddy, my daddy, my buddy. Since we showing the camera, he liked to dance. He wanted to dance yesterday when he got on camera. Poke it all out right there. I'ma fall back, watch you work that chair. Do the damn thing, watch your neighbors here. Hey, 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 daddy, poke it all out right there. I'ma fall back while you work that chair. Do the damn thing like the neighbors here. Hey, hey. Hey, daddy. Daddy's home. A Libra man could be significant. But yeah, so I'm about to turn off the camera. Shout out to the 5 people up in here. But yeah, so that's what I was getting. And I wanted to show y'all the actual cards as I was talking about them. The muse's inspiration. So yeah, you were there to show them inspiration. Some of them probably even inspired you in that. You were there to give them protection. We have we have Anubis. Also, his name to me means a new bitch. Okay, a new bitch is coming in the picture, whether it's a man or a woman. Abundance as well. Oh wow! As I'm saying that, because Anubis' name, if you switch around the letter, you could spell abundance or close to it or something like that. And then we got Green Man with abundance. So somebody losing abundance because because they didn't listen to you. They refused to see. They refused to be obedient. Now there's war. Aries come out with war. I told you. Ra's name means war. Ra is in here somewhere, but we're gonna see if he's coming out. My eye justice. She was like, I give you one just as good. Okay, justice. Okay, so you even showed them what to see in the justice system. Some people are like very ignorant to how the justice system works, whether they're on the good side or the bad side. You have to, it's almost like you really have to have a plan or a strategy or maps laid out in order to deal with the justice system. Thank you. Wow. She said, your accent is so good. I want that accent. I don't even think I have an accent, but I've been told I have a southern twang. So I guess that's what it is. Pomona Plenty. Someone also could be from California. Yeah, because that's where I was born and raised in, California. But, I have a lot of family that is from the down south, many parts of the south too. Eros with love. So you even showed them what love really wasn't, because we got Eros in reverse. We showed them what love really was. We showed them how love could get in your way. Oh wow, we got Ganesh here with obstacles. Or how love could even set you free. Loving yourself, whatever that love means to you, whatever came to your mind first, that's the love we supposed to focus on. Okay, Lilith, equality. Yeah, like men deserve love just like women, and women deserve love just like men, okay, as well, but only in the good aspects of it. Thank you for the first like. Bonus blessings to you. Really? You from the Philippines? I got family from the Philippines too. Wow. What up, family? But thank you so much. Bonus blessings to you, okay, for that like, for the compliments. Thank you. I appreciate you. Jade Emperor with organization with Vesta Home. So yeah, you told them that even somebody could be working with an organization that lives in their home as well. Someone's name could start with a V, J, E. First, middle, last name, or nickname ends with the R or E, or starts with those letters as well, or A as well. Thank you for the second like, and may God bless you just for that. Shiva with destroyer in reverse. So you were trying to steer people away from running into obstacles. You will see the obstacle and you tell them like, please don't go that way. Please don't go that way. And like, why? Who are you to tell me? Okay, I need to go that way to see for myself. And then you're like, okay, suit yourself. Then they went that way, and then you like, I ain't gotta wait around. And they turned around to try to cuss you out because you probably shouldn't have listened to them, or you shouldn't have taken them seriously. You should have stopped them and stuff like that, and you gone. Because you ain't got time. You ain't even got time to wait around for them to see. Okay? Wow, what is this? Ooh, set with chaos, and EO star with new beginnings again in reverse. So somebody from your past is trying to bring chaos, or you were put into people's lives, and to show them like you don't have to keep going back to people in your past, whether it's a man or a woman and stuff like that. You don't have to keep going back to your people in the past. Like it was just so baffling to me, like how many people I saw, like going back willfully, and then like had been in rough situations, and they had to get out on their own, and then they go back to the person who still isn't able to help them. Like, what is the point of you struggling, your child struggling, and you're gonna go back to the same thing? So you have to start over again, and you're not gonna even get help out of that ditch again. They keep you around because it is worse off without you. But you won't be their generator anymore. I did a reading about that in the past for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Okay? I've been wanting to give y'all some channel messages for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Thor action. And some of y'all even helped, or y'all was supposed to help, or try to help, let's just say, them get out of the situations, because you've been through it, or a similar situation, or because you just saw it as well. Persephone, especially when it came to children and custody and stuff like that. Her story has been coming up a lot lately. In short, she was the daughter of Hades and Demeter, and she went up missing, and her village was supposed to be watching her, and nobody didn't know where she was. And then it turns out after so Demeter, she was in charge of keeping this land alive. She was like Newt is the seed that beautifies the earth. She brought harvest and stuff like that. So she was like, y'all ain't getting nothing until y'all find my baby. And then so they started looking for the baby. For Persephone, she wasn't a baby at the time, but that's what she said. Okay. And then And then they found out that Hades got her, and Hades used other people so it won't look like, so it wasn't easily traceable back to him. So he would use people that looked like they were far removed from the relationship or close to the relationship, but wouldn't do something like that, like your brothers or like his brothers or something like that. Helped him do what he had to do, or he hired other people, paid them to do a certain job, play a certain role or something like that. Or he just, like found out that this person had a similar interest in you, and then they both collaborated together to take you down. And then or that happened to somebody else. You were sent into their life to expose that, even if it was just to peel a little bit of it back so they could see. So there could be a little bit exposure, but they could see that there's some type of problem or issue lying here in this situation. Okay, ISIS protection. Yeah, protection came out twice with a man and a woman. Like you were protector of a man and a woman. Okay. And then some of the opposite sex, because they're not used to be protected by the opposite sex, they didn't know what that meant. They didn't even see that. They couldn't see that, but you couldn't wait around and show them. Because you were helping them fight, you were alongside in their battle fighting, you helped them win, and then they're still fighting, and you like, you got this, right? You're like, yeah, I got this, of course I got this, and then they turned around and you were gone. They thought you was gonna be sitting there watching them get it. Nah, you ain't gonna have to sit there and watching them get it. You got it, right? And I'm gonna make sure you got it. But we ain't gonna sit there and waste time. We don't got time to waste for you to actually make sure. So if you're gonna say you got something, or you're gonna say you're doing something and stuff like that, you better make sure you could do it without yourself. By yourself, or with your own resources, because the resource that God sent in, and then you keep abusing it, especially if you keep abusing it, they really are only there to teach you or show you a certain thing, and then they're gonna bounce. Okay, whether you're ready or not. Okay, ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. I'm gonna find you and take it slowly, ready or not. Oh, I'm gonna find you and make you want me. Okay, so and then some of them went on a high speed chase and chased after you like you did something, but all you did was expose something, and then you exposed the truth. God don't put us in the situation to lie. For what? Mithras want to come back out in the reverse. It's like, yeah, they missed the mark with the sacrifice. You missed the mark thanks to these people or us of sacrifice. You finally adhered, some of y'all, just in the nick of time. Because you realize, like, yeah, they don't have time to wait for me to see. Am I really not seeing? Or is it really them? Because most of the time, it's because you can't see, because you're trying to make them wrong in some type of way. But I'd rather have that truth that's going to hurt a little bit. And I'd rather have that truth I just don't like. But if that truth is meant to teach me something or save my life, I would take that sting. I would take that initial poke that you feel when a needle is entering your skin when you're at the doctor's office, okay? I got to be careful, too, because we do have addicts or recovering addicts here, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with it until you start judging people like you've never been there before. They were not love. I was also getting a song, Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. I'm gonna make a change for what's in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up my condom, my favorite winter coat. This wind is blowing my mind. You see the kids in the street without enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? I saw us disregard a broken bottle top and a one-man song. They follow a pattern on the wind, 'Cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Na 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 na. I'm gonna make a change. It's gonna feel real good. Come on. Okay. But yeah, like taking accountability. I'm asking him to change his ways. I'm asking him. But I ain't gotta sit there even wait for them to answer. Agree. Whatever. That ain't your job. You did that. You asked them. You led them. You brought them to that point. Now, if they want to see a change, what it say? Take a look at themselves. They got to look at themselves, because they gonna only have to answer for themselves on Judgment Day. And Judgment Day is not this big grand thing. Judgment Day is happening alongside us, concurrently, if I'm saying it correctly. I mean, using it right. Whew. You're my hope, okay? Someone could have a ponytail, a long ponytail that she brought me to her ponytail. And Yamaya names means your mama, okay? Even expose an issue or bringing something to the forefront about a mother. You know, like you help them do that because some people can't see their mother doing no wrong. So they let them get away with a lot of stuff. They helped you even organize. Some people help you organize or, you know, not be as reckless. Or you help people be that. And they some of them chose to listen, but most of them didn't. They just thought, you know, you don't understand them like that. But, you know, that while that may be true, there's one that sits high and looks low and knows everything about you, okay? That one is the Almighty, whoever you call them. That one is Source, Athena in reverse, okay? And she also is associated with wisdom, but she's in here as strategy, you know. And Athena and Medusa is also another mother and daughter relationship they're highlighting. You know, Medusa, they casted her out, you know, they sacrificed her, basically made her out to be this big monster, but she didn't start off that way. She was actually a very sweet girl. She was very close to Athena. She looked at Athena as a mother figure and stuff like that. And then it was one day that Medusa really needed help. She begged Athena for help, and Athena turned her away. And I believe Athena was also listening to other things that people were telling her about Medusa, which she even knew it weren't true, but it helped her justify herself of pushing Medusa away. So either way it go, it could have been that Medusa was sent in her life to show her a lesson, or Athena was sent in Medusa's life to show them a lesson. But more so, Athena should have learned a lesson, and she pushed someone away. So somebody also could be in this energy just because they feel like they're older, they know more. But it's not about who knows more anymore, okay? It's not about that. It's about being able to progress, whether you remain together or not, platonically, romantically, all of that. So if you keep fighting me when I'm trying to drop off something and then go on about my way, and you just tagging at my shoulder, grabbing my arm, or tagging at my clothes, or, you know, making me drag you by the foot and stuff like that, it's gonna sorry. They gave me like a whole image. Sorry. But yeah, it's stopping me from progressing if you're doing all of that. And it's stopping yourself, because now you're focused on keeping me at bay, keeping me to wait. Nobody's getting anything done now. But yeah, so Isis want to keep coming out in protection. And she played a huge role in Osiris' death. Osiris is known as the king of the underworld. So when he goes to sleep at night, Osiris, people who are inhabited by the Osiris spirit, when they go to sleep at night, they're king of the underworld. Some people don't realize that they gotta wake up one day and they're not the king of this world. They're king of the underworld. But they're only king of the underworld because they're even put in a position to either obey or not. You're the leader of doing the most bad to people without remorse. You're not the king of anything good. You would hope that because you are the highest in that, we could nip it at the bud at you. We could cut off the head to save the tail, okay? But you'll be a part of that tail because you're willing to lose your head, figuratively, of course. But somebody could be losing their heads. But yeah, Isis had enough of that ass. He let being a king get to his motherfucking head. And he was actually really royalty once he was living the life. But once Isis got in that ass, he was only the king of bad things. And that ain't nothing to be proud of. Yeah, I say this thing about I don't care, I care about how you value me or getting my value represented back to me or reflected back to me through respect or through a job or through whatever, then my reputation. Because guess what? My reputation is made up of opinions of other people that may or may not be true. I care about you seeing my value because I already know what my value is. So I want you to meet me where I am. More than my reputation, because I don't give a fuck about what people say about me. Whether they discount that value with their words. But then we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem because I value my value. And you see something wrong with that. So we're going to address that. Forget the lies you told. Forget my reputation that you have created for me that I may or may not be aware of. Let's talk about this here value. Because I am good enough. And I know God loves me. I'm worthy. All of that good stuff. Without being delusional. Without whether you said yes or no to that or not. I have this already packaged. So I could care less about what you try to throw at that package. Because it might bounce back on you. You better be careful what you say to me. Because it might turn around on you. You better be careful what you do to me. Cause somebody might do it to you. If the shoe fits, wear it then. Na, 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 na. If the shoe fits, then wear it then. Na, 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 na. Okay, that's R. Kelly and Sparkle. Be careful, okay? Be careful with me. My heart is like a package with a fragile label on it. Be careful with me. This not a threat, it's a warning. Be careful with me. See, look at that. That's Cardi B. Be careful. I never know it. know that song like that, but I like it, okay? Yeah. And I was just talking about the package. I wasn't even thinking about that song. Look at that. See, we brought them to see. I brought someone to see. But I ain't got to wait there. I'll be waiting all day. I won't be able to do what I got to do, right? But yeah, so keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. When somebody's trying to show you something, you get mad at the truth. If they lying, you could get mad. But you will know it's a lie. Don't be purposely getting mad at the truth. You rather that truth. You prefer that truth. program your mind to say you prefer the truth, okay? As bad as it may hurt, but not knowing the truth, a lie could lead to more hurt than the truth. At least the truth is reflecting what was already done. So you made it through the battle, right? Things may have hindered you, and that's what the truth exposes. But if you choose to utilize the truth in a correct way, it won't steer you wrong. And you won't want to hurt many people. A lot of these people hate truth so much, and that's why they don't mind hurting people so much. But shout out to that one person up in here. You've been in here for a good minute. I appreciate your time today. Whether you choose to say mo or not, okay? I appreciate you. Okay, the moon. Talking to the moon. Okay. There's somebody refusing to look within with their shadow work. You know, they don't even want to see their shadow. They like, stop it. Put it away. Put it away. Get that out of my face. Forgiveness in reverse. You even taught them a lesson about forgiveness. Some people are holding grudges. But it says more about them than you. A lot of the stuff that they do says more about them than you. You're very close to achieving your goal. And then you even try to encourage them. They found a way to look at that as you was hating on them. You was wishing to be like them. No. God sent a cheerleader into their life and they spit on it. Go for it. Yeah. Go. Go Torrance. Go Torrance. Go Broncos. Roll Broncos. Go Broncos. You know saying that we're not here. So get that whack ranch out of here. You try to steal our shit, but you look like shit. They don't. But we were the ones that were down with it. From that movie Bring It On. When the black team came and visited the white team's game, they're direct competitors with each other. They sat in on the game because somebody had told them, like, oh no, such and such do that, and they cheered on their cheer team. It was like, nah, we've been doing this for years and whatever, you know, like we've been doing this, we created this. And they was like, watch, let's go to their performance. Or somebody said that, either the black person, that somebody said that to the black people, or someone said that to the white people. And then somebody ended up, you know, crashing the black person ended up crashing the white person's game. But yeah, and you know, seeing what they got to do. I mean, seeing what they were doing, and then they was like, man, we actually doing the same cheer and stuff. It was the same, similar steps and everything, you know, cadence and all that type of stuff. And I'm noticing, like, I'm breaking down the things, so somebody could be a musician and they have their hands in different parts of music, and not just like, oh, I'm a singer, I'm a rapper, I'm a, you know, writer, you know, and they stick to that. They like, I'm this and this, you know, I produce, and, you know, I do beats, and, you know, like they're all of that in one. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing for them, but for some reason it's either they don't give themselves enough credit, or they don't like people to see that, you know, or something like that is significant. But, you know, it ain't for everybody. Reach for the moon. Yeah. And then is it even like how to even reach out and touch, or reach out, you know, in general, ask for help and stuff like that. You made people feel more comfortable asking for help because the help you offer is really genuine. You don't offer this with hidden motives or agendas or anything. With your fingers crossed behind your back. I'm getting that as well. So somebody didn't keep their word. Seek healing, okay? And you were there to send in their life to heal, okay? And release those blocks. Release the weight, you know, like release burdens off your shoulders. Clean up house. Some of you are more courageous than your peers, friends, and stuff like that, your peoples, you know. And so you had to be sent into that household, that place, or whatever, you know, to show them what courageous look like. A lot of people, you know, cast off certain people in a family because they've been deemed to be difficult to handle, or always, you know, always willing to fight, you know, like, but they're justified in fighting because most people want to fight them. They're willing to fight them and stuff like that. But some people just write that person off, and people end up not dealing with them, instead of, you know, like a person standing up to this person, or, you know, laying out exactly why they react a certain way to their actions. They're not even willing to talk to this person, or this person is not willing to talk to them as well. See, you can't you could bring them to see, but to decide to see or actually see, you know, We can't wait for them to talk. You know, we could bring the conversation, we could initiate the conversation, but we can't make them respond as well. It's giving me that. Okay. But also somebody is also dealing with something where they're healing in the facility and stuff like that. Cut your losses. So something about, somebody is holding on to something, like holding on to something they should have been let go a long time ago. So God sent you or, other people into their lives, to show them, like it ain't a thing to get another. It ain't a thing to recoup. It ain't a thing to start from scratch again. And most of the time, when you start from scratch, I'm not saying that, I'm discounting your experience and stuff, because that should be hurting, okay? Because I don't be wanting to spend my money on the same thing twice. But what I was going to say is, it's like sometimes it's better to start from scratch, because now you know what you don't want. Like, there was times where, like, all I could kind of afford was to buy my son smaller toys. But he had a whole bunch of small toys, because that's all I could afford. And when I could afford it and he wanted it, I would get it for him. And so, but after a while, he got a big toy. And he liked the experience of those big toys, and he started being more attracted to big toys, and it showed in my pocket too. But, I didn't mind, I didn't mind. And, I was kind of getting tired of, like having to keep up with the little toys, because I care about his stuff just as much as he does. Maybe more, but maybe not. I don't know. But I care about his stuff. I care about him keeping his stuff and not always having to lose his stuff and recoup it again as well. But, like sometimes when we start over from scratch, and like, because now we know, like, we don't really want the small toys too much, we're going to either wait to get the big toys or only focus on getting the big toys. And then, like now we got less of a mess to worry about cleaning up, and, like, we can spend that time elsewhere. But, like stuff like that, like if I'm going to start over, I'm starting over for the best. And, and then now I know, like, I don't like the mess that comes with it, or I would like a mess that comes with it. But now, after that. But if you got to keep starting over, if they're making you keep starting over, it's understandable to be frustrating. Okay. Some of y'all shy and friendly, right? But some of y'all more shy than friendly, or more friendly than shy. But especially when you're more friendly isn't friendly after a while. Friendly waiting on you to get to the point where you have no shyness, or whatever that other side of the spectrum is. They're waiting for you to climb all the way up to where they are, where their name is, okay? They're like, I've been waiting on you, okay? I was wondering when you was going to get here, because I wanted to let you know when you got here that I am not always friendly, okay? I was mad just waiting on you to get here, okay? Because friendly, because she's so far in the front, equivalent to your higher self, or so far, ahead in the future, she knows what it was like to be only that. It's reminding me also of the movie Inside Out, where, because Joy didn't have a care in the world, the emotion joy. And then her and Sadness got stuck together. And then so she thought it was something wrong with Sadness, because Sadness wasn't afraid to express her feelings. She was like, or address her feelings, to sit there with it, to remember it even. Because Joy was throwing away memories, or, revamping memories. So you can only see the good part of it. And then after a while, she's like, I am tired of being just Joy all the time. Same thing with Friendly. I ain't even put that together till just now. But that's how I'm feeling. Like so she was like, I don't even want to be Joy no more. I want to be kind of Sadness right now, but not really. I want to take over her persona. But then I also want to let shyness or Sadness. Wow. Yeah, because Sadness was kind of shy too. But yeah, I'm going to let her take center stage. It's her turn. I could sit back. I could relax. Because think about that extreme emotion or feeling. So if it's such extreme emotion or feeling, it takes a lot of effort to get there. So to be that all the time, I equate that to like a weightlifter lifting weights all the time. Your muscles are going to get tired no matter how strong you are. And even that weightlifter doesn't want to lift weights all the time, doesn't want their life to only consist of weightlifting. They got to eat at one point in time, right? But that's how our body, the stress part of our body, cortisol levels of our body be up high, because we're always in that state of mind. We're used to being up there. It doesn't take much to get there. But sometimes we just want to let ourselves slide down to the other side, or go across to the other side, however y'all want to look at it. I'm seeing snow. Thank you for the 3rd like. May bonus blessings come to you. I haven't had a like in a while, if you're still here. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking about snow, like a skiing or something like that. Aries and a Capricorn could be significant. Expect powerful change in reverse. Because some people don't even, they don't think it's such a big deal. Certain things are just such a big deal. So they'll deal with it later. Like I was just talking about with joy and sadness. Like, it's not that big of a deal to be sad. Why must you be sad? You're bringing the mood down everywhere. We're supposed to be happy all the time. But who got time to be jumping around happy, or even trying to prove that you're happy all the time? It's not possible. People used to do that, would be smiling. Like, and then the one time they don't see me smiling, they know something wrong with me, or they ask me if something wrong with me. But I gotta exercise those muscles all day, every day, just to make you feel comfortable. What if I'm thinking, and whatever I'm thinking about doesn't bring me a smile? I ain't no damn clown. You ain't no damn clown. But they want you to wait to get there. The number 23 could be significant, and I didn't even see this in my hand. I'm talking moon goddess, higher power. Okay, God up in here. Okay, nothing is yet set in stone in reverse, because I am in control. Okay. So everything is already set in stone. It already happened. Mutable signs could be significant. Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo. Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces. Okay. Yeah, I was like, it's another one. What do you need to release? So, and that's in reverse as well. People keep on holding on to you, because they see the God in you. It's the God in you. Yeah, it's a God in you. They think you so fresh. They think you so clean. They think you so sweet. It's a God in. What is it you think you'll see? And a mother is very significant. Mother and child relationship, whether the child is a boy or a girl. I'm even getting father and son. So a parent and child situation. Hi, baby. Okay. Y'all know. Then I haven't yet seen my baby. Okay. Since they took him from me last month, at the end of the month. As I'm recording it, it was last month. Okay. Strength, Yang Moon. Okay. Daddy's home. Daddy, I knew Daddy was here. Okay. And somebody father don't believe in a higher power, but they believe now. But you wasn't waiting around to see, and you were nowhere in sight while they saw, when they saw. Their fault. You was there to hold their hand, okay? Now they can't do nothing. They got to just face it on their own. You were there. Like, holler if you need me type of energy. Holler if you need me, you always gonna be my boo. The energy is gaining momentum. Somebody could be getting excited to communicate with you as well, or they're gaining the courage. We were just talking about shyness and stuff like that. The goddess Shy could be significant as well. You know, sister energy. Isis kept coming out as well. Her name gives me, I am your sister. I'm your sister. I'm your sister. I'm your real sister. Compared to those fake hoes, okay? I fight for you. Because sometimes y'all siblings, or our siblings, be getting more mad than we was. So if the sibling could get more mad than we was, imagine what God is. And God got front row seats to every fucking thing. It's like, I don't even want to see some of this shit. Embrace uncertainty, okay? Fall in love with not knowing what's coming next. Or not knowing what happened to them next, because some of the stuff you don't want to be present for. God pushing you out the way so you won't get hurt. Don't worry, you'll see what you need to see. Wow. And as I'm saying that, the card do nothing came out. Void moon, do nothing. Okay? See? Do nothing. You don't have to lift a finger. Actually, don't. Believe in the impossible. Impossible. And they just said embrace uncertainty. But that's in reverse on this time. Blue moon. A blue moon could be significant as well. Someone's name could be Blue or Moon as well. A Leo woman could be significant. I was just singing Impossible from that movie, the Cinderella movie that stars Brandy and Whitney Houston. But they both sing that song, impossible, because even I think the godmother was trying to tell her, like, I could do all this for you or something like that, if I'm remembering correctly. And then that's what they were arguing about, like, it's impossible. That's impossible. She's like, nah, it sounds impossible. I think she was agreeing, but things happen every day. Miracles are happening all the time as well. I have a card that says that too. In another deck. Boundaries in reverse. Yeah, some of them, ignored even your cry to exercise boundaries as well. Because some of those boundaries that, you were putting up, it allowed you to complete the mission that you were sent in their life for. A Capricorn or Aquarius could be very significant when it comes to that. Be bold and make the first move. Yeah, and that's in reverse. And I was just talking about Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, and Aries. Could be significant. But, like, once you exercise these boundaries, or people felt like, like, you didn't have no boundaries. So they don't want to respect you and stuff like that. Or your reputation is to not have as many boundaries, not be able to exercise your boundaries. And they push the envelope a little bit too much, okay? A little bit too far as well. Beginnings in reverse. Yeah, somebody I connected with in the past is very sensitive. They're sensitive now. They could be crying over you as well. The end of a tough cycle approaches in reverse. Full moon in Capricorn. That's why I kept getting heavy Capricorn energy. So a man or a woman could be crying over you, a Capricorn, or you got a group of Capricorns, okay? And maybe even a similar situation is happening with all the Capricorns in your life. Or you were sent in all of these Capricorns in your life for a reason as well. I see 444 on the clock as I'm saying that. So angels, yeah, you were sent into your life by your angel. They're like by your angel, as an angel, and stuff like that. Angel of mine. When I first saw you, I already knew. And there was something inside of you, something I thought that I would never find. Angel of mine, you came into my life, we sent from above. When you lost the hope, I show you love. I'm checking for you when you're right on time. Angel of mine. So this encounter had a opportunity to be angelic. So you can see it that way. Nothing will come of this situation in reverse. So it's like, do nothing. Everything will come from the situation. A lot of things are happening in the situation right now. A lot of things will be put to rest. A lot of things will be started due to the situation. And the end of a tough cycle wanted to come out again. So it's like, yeah, especially with this tough cycle, with this certain Capricorn or any sign that you feel like resonated for you once I said that. Releasing. Yeah, you need to release this Capricorn, or Capricorn needs to release someone. Release my son. Release my son. Release my son. Release my son, and then leave us alone. Release my son. I have already won. Release my son. I have already won. Release my son. I have already won. Release my son, and then leave us alone. Give my son to me, and then let us be. Give my son to me, and then let us be. Give my son to me, and then let us be. Give my son to me and then let us be. Okay? That's my song that I made for my son who was taken from me, and now he was supposed to be released to me. I supplied them everything they needed, and now they're just trying to find ways why I shouldn't be able to get my son back. And lying on me as well, might I add. Watch for signs, okay? The watch came out too, as well as like watch your back and stuff like that. Luck is on your side. Yeah, like watch your back is in reverse, like, because luck is not on your side. This is a very unlucky situation for you, unfortunate situation for you, because of unfortunate that you caused for others, okay? Or that's what you needed to say to someone, or you were responsible for conveying that message. The number 46 could be significant. You could be seeing numbers with a lot of 4s and 6s in it, or repeating 4s, repeating 6s together as well, like 4446, or 4666 or something like that. And they just said watch for signs. Take the lead. That could also mean leader, because wow, confirmation. Because 6 plus 4 equals 10, and then 10 breaks down to 1, which is the first number. Technically, it's a masculine number. Like it starts things, it initiates things as well. Courage in reverse, yeah, being bold. Like you were put into their life to be bold, take a risk, help them take risks and stuff like that. Mystery, even open their eyes up to occultism that we believe in right now, spirituality and stuff like that. Wow. Nah, I think nobody's gonna come and get it either. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. I mentioned Libra earlier. Change your tune in reverse. So somebody could be changing their mind as well. You could have probably even helped convince people to change their mind as well, or that's what you were supposed to do. Mickey is coming. A masculine is coming. Daddy's home. And a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So Cancer could be significant. And then your hard work is paying off with Capricorn. They're opposing signs as well. So they could be trying to bury a hatchet as well. Oh my God. Emotions are running high. Yeah, they want to calm down, or they're even... You probably brought calm to the situation, tranquility, serenity to the situation. Even how to unplug the blocks of abundance. We got abundance in reverse, domicile moon. So somebody could have been financially abused or abusive as well, and you brought that to the light. As I'm saying that, it said don't let pride get in your way, because people were prideful when it comes to certain things, or even you're walking away. How fast you choosing to walk away? Are you really concerned at things being left appropriately before you walked away, or you're rushing to walk away? That could be something they're bringing up. But a Leo could be very significant when it came to that, or being affected by that. Oh my God. A new romantic cycle begin. A Leo could want to come to a Libra, or a Leo could be wanting to get married with someone. Okay, a new romantic cycle approaches. A new moon in Libra. Okay, so something about October. Somebody could be getting married in October. That's when, or at the end of September, I believe that's when the new moon in Libra starts. Hold your vision as well, or something you've been dreaming of for a long time. I'm getting like a Barbie house or something like that. Is reflecting something. Self-regulation, even that was giving me like to be self-sufficient and stuff like that, to understand when you got to protect yourself, or you're just being defensive, and stuff like that, or bringing that to the light for someone. All right, I think I'm about to go. Freedom, okay? You taught people to be free. Some people were in domestic violence situations as well. We did just get the domicile moon as well, bringing things attention to the household, even cleaning and being organized. Didn't I say something about that? Closet organizer or housekeeper could be significant as well. A private housekeeper, whether you hired one or or suggesting hire one, or you suggested that to someone. Nature or landscaping, that's giving me as well. It's in reverse. Or people don't like to go outside, or people who don't like to be seen as well. Could be going on a trip, especially to somewhere in Paris or something like that. We got the Eiffel Tower on this card. They're gonna fly first class. And it's also giving me like destination weddings, because this woman looks like she's dressed in a wedding dress. But also there's another woman on the nature card. She looks like she's a belly dancer or something like that. So some type of event could be important. A birthday, but I'm getting like heavy event. It don't have to be a birthday per se. Grace, okay? Yeah, like somebody is even showing, this is giving me like showing people how to give grace to people, or see through people, or not be so defensive. They're keep on bringing me to that word defensive, or feeling like somebody offended you so easily without asking questions, or holding that in, suppressing it, and then hoping somebody else caught on to it, hoping that person who wronged you caught on to it, especially if they didn't mean to, if they didn't see anything like that. So it's one thing to do something and it was wrong, and then the other thing is like you did something that you don't really know you was wrong, but you're still being treated as if you did something you didn't know it was wrong. Wow. Something like that happened at Chuck E. Cheese with my son and me. Actually, a few days before he was taken from me, this event happened at Chuck E. Cheese. And the supervisor that works at Chuck E. Cheese, he reminds me of the guy that plays on Like Mike, the movie Like Mike, with Bow Wow and I forget the other people, but Morris Chestnut, okay, yeah, or the basketball team. It was a basketball team. I forgot what famous basketball team it was. It was actually basketball players from that team, I think. But at this Chuck E. Cheese, this manager who basically kind of wanted me to discipline my son a little bit more. Helps someone else feel validated against my son, as like he wasn't a toddler. I'm trying to say it without saying it because it's such a long thing and I'm going through so much, and I like to think of my baby in the highest light, and that's what keeps me hopeful. I think of my baby in the highest light, but I bring up Like Mike because there's many times before this incident happened, during this incident, that he was belittling people, made people feel less than. And so on the movie Like Mike, the orphanage owner or leader or whatever, he would make money off these people getting adopted, or like their value of adoption, possibility of adoption. And then on the movie, his name was Stan Biddleman, okay? And I translated that to he belittles men. And a stan could be like somebody you can't stand, or ultimately ends up not standing anyway, like this bitter man as well. It could be a bitter man as well, a bitter person. And then so he looks like him, and I forget what his real name is, but it's another message in his real name, the actual guy that plays this role. But I don't know the manager at Chuck E. Cheese name. But the other manager at Chuck E. Cheese, at the same Chuck E. Cheese, his name is Calvin. And on the movie Like Mike, that's exactly what Bow Wow's name is, Calvin. So I'm even pointing that out to you guys to say, because I was going to keep that to myself, like I noticed it after I told the story already. But I was just saying that to say, it's like, the signs are more relevant than we think, and then if something we think it is, we might as well believe it is, because not believing it is, like we were talking about the truth earlier, is going to lead to more difficult situations, and make it take longer, I guess, to get to the end in general. Okay. But I thought that was interesting because like at one instance, I had to deal with the white manager at Chuck E. Cheese, and I mentioned Calvin, and then he said Calvin wasn't supposed to do what he did for me, especially without asking him, like he wasn't also the manager. And during the time Calvin is there, most times he's not there or he's getting ready to go, okay, because they're relieving each other. So I thought Calvin has the same power, as this person, but apparently it's not so, and unfortunately it's not so as well, because people like that, they don't care who they got to step on to get to the top. They don't care who they have to hurt to get to the top. But after my son did what he did and I expressed my feelings to the white manager, I forgot this even happened, but he ended up saying somehow, like, I could have trespassed you, but we know you come here every day and stuff like that, all because a toddler did something. And I'm just telling you that I still feel some type of way. I didn't threaten you. I didn't get violent with you or nothing. But you threatened to trespass me at a place that I believe my son loves going to, and me, and we look at it as our safe haven for no reason, really. And because we're dealing with a situation with someone, you didn't really like how that person handled it. He got mad in the story, or in this incident, that the woman who was accusing my son of such things in a malicious way ended up apologizing for that very thing, okay? Without me going up to her saying anything or anything like that. Me leaving it alone and just addressing the manager. And then before this conversation ends, he mentions trespassing. Why so quick to mention trespassing against me when I didn't do nothing to you? My son didn't do nothing to you. But yeah, trust. So we also have trust. Trust been coming out a lot. Yeah, so somebody needs to trust, but even we're sent to people's lives to teach them about trust, or who not to trust, or recognize the signs of when you need to not trust someone. Or even to give them justification of why they shouldn't trust this person. Because maybe it's been on the tip of their tongue. Maybe God been nudging them, but they didn't hear it through God like they would hear it through you. But it ain't your job to stay there until they even hear it from you. Because you were sent in after God. So you see how much time you don't have? Or we don't have? Anyway, so I'm about to go. I hope this message blessed you and you enjoyed it. Okay. Anything you want in this reading to come true, I hope it comes true for you and for you soon. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this message and you consider and decide to subscribe. Join this tribe, this kingdom of God we're building here through tarot. And if not anything else, like the video, you made it this far, please like the video. And thank you, and may bonus blessings go to you whether I'm on here or not. And if you're OG God and Goddess, that's what you become when you subscribe and join our tribe, our kingdom of God we are building here through tarot. Yes, through tarot. Thank y'all so much for coming back and trusting me again to be your reader. Yeah, thank you all for trusting me to be your reader as well. There are many people out there, just wanting someone to hear them. I'm not here just for somebody to hear me. I don't got time for it, okay? I said what I said, and now I'm going on about my business, okay? But God still chooses me to say it. Lord, I sin, but I still hear you calling my name. Still calling my name to come into your arms, to be safe and safe from harm, knowing all of this, but I choose to go my way. And if you say that I am king, he will supply your every need. But Lord, I sin and I still hear you calling my name. I refuse to do right, but I still hear you calling my name. Lord, I've sinned, but you still calling my name. I don't always go the right way, but you still call my name. Lord, I sin, but I still hear you calling my name. I was getting confused. I can't remember how it's going. It's not coming out right. But so his name can start with a C or a T or a J. Okay, first, middle, last name or nickname. All right. I forget who sings that. It's some choir. Yeah, calling my name. But yeah, have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I don't know how I did that. I could have did that later. But yeah, so have a great day. Thank you, God and God's team, for your messages today. I hope I did you all justice. Okay. Please come back and visit me in the future, you guys. Check out any videos that I mentioned in this reading, especially the Raw Means War video. They brought that back up again. They showed me a lot of red, a lot of blood. Somebody wanted back in blood. A sea full of sharks and they all smell blood. They start coming and I start rising. Must be surprising. I'm just surmising. I win, thrive, soar, higher, roar, fire. To fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise, to fly, to fly. Yo. Everybody want to try to box me in. Suffocated every time it locks me in. Painting their own pictures, then they crop me in. But I will remain where the top begins. See, I'm not the word. I'm not a lie. I'm not a girl that could ever be defined. I'm not fly. I'm levitation. I represent an entire generation. I hear the criticism loud and clear. That's how I know that the time is near. See, we become alive in the time of fear. And I ain't got no motherfucking time to spare. Cry my eyes out for days upon days. Such a heavy burden placed upon me. But when you go hard, your names become yays. Yankee Stadium with J's and Kanye's. To find, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise, to fly, to fly. Get ready for it. Get ready for me. Get ready for it. Cause I came to win. Get ready for me. Get ready for me. Get ready for it. Cause I came to win. Hey you. Hey. Thank you for sending back in. I was just ending. Okay, so I had to stay for you. Okay. It was important that your interest come in some type of room, girl. Okay. Your interest is needed. I mean, your presence is needed, but the entrance, the beginning. And thank you for the 4th like bonus. Blessings to you. But yeah, that's Nicki Minaj and Rihanna, Fly. And I was also thinking about the mashup that the Glee cast did. Those could be your angels on the other side. There are 3 of them that I know of. The Glee cast also has a curse on them, or something happened with deals or something as well. They were like crabs in a barrel. A cancer could be significant as well when it comes to that type of situation. See, stories, movies, they're telling more about your situation than people would like to admit or anything like that. Goddess Admit could be close to you as well. But Mark, Naya, and Cody or Corey, his name Corey. Those names, initials could be significant as well. First, middle, last name or nickname. The end of their names, like Y, A, and K as well. First, middle, last name, or nickname. You're welcome. I also was getting, so I was getting their mashup, and they mashed up that song with I Believe I Can Fly by R. Kelly. So an Aries man could be very significant, or someone with Aries tendencies as well. I'm even also getting short stature man, dark skin, man. These features could be separately together or something like that. I'm seeing curly hair, as well, but yes, like curly hair or something like that. Collared shirt, yeah, something like that. I can't see the color though. It could be any color. It's honestly pink or light color, maybe even orange as well. Could be significant, but yeah, 'cause how theirs go. 'Cause how theirs go. I came to win, to fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise, to fly. To fly. Yo. I used to think that I cannot go wrong. Like, I wish today would rain all day. Maybe that'll kind of make the pain go away. And life was nothing but an awful song. They got their guns out aiming at me, but I become Neo when they're aiming at me. Me against them. Me against enemy. Me against friends. Somehow they both seem to become one. A sea full of sharks and they all smell blood. They start coming and I start rising. Must be surprising. I'm just surmising. I win, thrive, soar, higher, more fire. To fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Fly. Oh, yeah. So that is probably like I was saying about, like in general, the sea for the shark. I started singing that song because I started thinking about blood, seeing a lot of blood and stuff like that, and then they made me go back to that verse and say the whole verse basically over again. It's like, like I don't think they heard me the first time. I'm say it this way, maybe I'll say it this way, but after this I'm not caring about whether you got it or not. Okay. Go harder, go home, go home. Go harder, go home, go home. E40. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Is that E40? I don't know. But I know it's on that movie Stump the Yard. And in that movie, Chris Brown was Columbus Short's brother. And Chris Brown got killed at the end of a battle on the movie. So he didn't get that much role in it. So somebody is going to be gone too soon as well. Or you try to warn somebody before this happened with the people around, or what's happening with these people, or what has happened with these people could have been very significant as well. But yeah, so now I could go. Can I go now? I believe I can fly. See, and they believed it. They believe in they could fly because they know flying is not this big act where people are going to see you flying in the sky. Okay. Can't wait for that to happen. Okay. But it means that you're using your high priest or priestess energy to complete God's work. I am flying high. Don't wanna come down, but my wings won't fail me now. If I can touch the sky, I'll risk the fall just to know how it feels to fly. Yeah. So some people are dreaming for that moment. They got that opportunity and they waiting on that opportunity to come again. I did a reading not too long ago that said, too bad they refused to stand for it and you did. But you did, or something like that, boo-hoo to you, like, because people were trying to make you out to be the bad guy because they didn't choose to take the opportunity. They had the same opportunity at the same time, or even way before you, to give themselves time to make an executive decision, conscientious decision, an informative decision. And then now that you showed up, their time is up. They ain't got no chance to see what you already picked or whatever, and then carry out that same result without much thought. They had all the time to think. But yeah, thank you, God, for closing that up for me. Okay, I'm going to close it up for real. Thank y'all so much again today for your time. And thank you for watching this. Okay, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate y'all. Y'all going to love it here. You may not like everything I say, but you'll love it here. Okay, truth hurts. Okay, truth hurts. Okay, but I don't try to. I don't try to hurt on purpose. Okay, I promise you. Okay, unless you already hurt me. Okay. Hit me and I hit you back. Okay. Thank you, God and God's team, for your messages today. I hope I did you all justice. Please come back and visit me in the future. Kiss your kids for me. I kiss you, baby. I love you so much. Again, it's not I don't care no more. I'm not giving up nothing. I'm not giving up hope or nothing like that. I'm tired of stressing about it. I'm tired of that part of my body being utilized too much. Like, it's sad. I don't like it. Okay, so, but I still love you, and you are always in my heart. Okay, although we are apart, you will always be in my heart. Okay, through my trials, in my tribulations, through my doubts, in my frustrations, in my fears, in my confessions, in my turbulence, in my violence, in my sorrows, and the happiness of another tomorrow. We will never be apart, for you are always, always in my heart. I also did a reading not too long ago, actually last night, or earlier this morning, I guess, a few hours ago, that says, you are the battlefield. You come up as the battlefield. Okay, so you're playing huge roles right now. You come up as the battlefield, and that's why they always want to fight you. Okay, so many things came out in that reading. If you have time, you should check it out. But if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, and especially for those who always feel like no matter what you do, you could just exist. Your entrance, like I was just talking about, your entrance could bother demons, make demons tremble, make demons just angry for no reason and stuff like that. Okay. $5 foot long. Okay, stop it. Okay, God. Okay, God don't want me to go. God singing, please don't go. Please don't go. Oh, she found all the numbers I had in my car. Oh, she called all the ones I had marked in a star. Oh, I should have left when I had the chance. Yeah, yeah. Now she's out there looking for the better man. Tell me why. How come we always doing wrong? How come we can't keep it home? How come it always feels like this? Even though you know that it ain't worth telling a lie. It ain't worth seeing you cry. It ain't worth. That's why I'm right here begging you, please don't go. Cause it ain't worth killing a home. It ain't worth being alone. It ain't worth. That's why I'm out here begging you, please don't go. Cause please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. Okay, but I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta leave. Please don't make this hard for me. I've done enough. I'm tired of loving. I gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Yeah, yeah. Go right now. Okay. Vivian Green, and then the first one was Tank. Okay. The TV. Okay. VT. Okay. VD. Okay. Bye, y'all. All right. I love you again, baby. I love you, baby boy. Release my son. I have already won. Release my son. I have already won. Give my son to me, and then let us be. Give my son to me and then let us be. Give my son to me and then let us be. Give my son to me and leave us alone. All right, I love you. I love you so much. Anansi, Anansi. He showed me that, like he gave me that tune for his song. Because he liked that song, Anansi the Spider, about the Anansi the Spider. And it's specifically the one on Coco Melon as well. So y'all children could like Coco Melon, especially your son, or something like that. Or, like they enjoy, those type of stories, or, it's stories that are like that, especially when it deals with animals. They could like spiders, dinosaurs a lot. What's the other one? Or giving me tigers and stuff like that, or just the feline wildcat family and stuff like that. So bye. Okay, I'm not supposed to be reading. See, they like, please, oh God, ring my bell, ring my bell. I don't feel like going that high no more. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all. Have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Thanks again for your time today. However long y'all chose to stay or choose to stay. All right. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for making it to the end. I appreciate you. I love you. Okay. I love you. I really do. I really, really do. And all those that are standing here to the end to see what I got to say, thank you so much too. 3 people. Okay, 3 people. I see it. 3 tries. Okay, tries. Okay, Tris. Okay, 3 Trey. Hey. On the 3rd. Okay, I need it 3rd. Fuck her 3rd. Okay, I don't gangbang no more. I ain't really a gangbanger, but I don't do that. Okay, I don't do that. Gage Steve Ross, baby love crib, 103rd, fuck her. Okay, stop it, okay? That's what he used to say back in the day. Stop it, okay? Bye. Shout out to my hood though. Shout out to my hood, those who still love me. Okay, I know everybody don't love me. I know a lot of y'all hate me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care, but I do care about those who love me, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all always in my thoughts. I think about you a lot. I think about you all the time. Okay? Hey, family. Okay? Bye, y'all.